Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Joe KO, and we are here at P.E.G Podcast Between the Lines Edition.
Hey, thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Always, Jewel KO, a name for one of all. Man, I love your song Additions. They actually talked about starting off, why did you name the song Additions and what it was is about?
The song Addiction is I recently just came out of rehab, and I didn't know I had a problem, and I was a
Hmm.
big drinker, and so the first time I came out of rehab, I didn't think I'd ever do music again. And Addiction is the first song I wrote on my road to recovery.
And did you know that it was going to be impactful the way it was? Or it
No,
is?
no. Honestly, I didn't because I thought I would never write again, and it was just like something about the song. Just it resonated so much with me that it fueled me to just keep going. And a lot of people that have same issues, they seem to resonate with it.
If you don't mind me asking, what led you to the bottle?
So I'm active duty, military, and I've been to combat twice, and
Mm.
so I've seen a lot of things, and dealing with PTSD is a big deal. So that was my way of dealing with it while I was still in service.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Well, this is the first few bars of that song, and then explain what was you thinking when you wrote it.
So the first verse goes, I never spoke on my addiction, dismiss it to just sipping. And at the time, I never even knew I had an addiction, but deep down inside, I knew that the bottle was carrying me through every day. And that was my reason to like get up, go do what I need to do, and come home. So I didn't think about anything, decompress. I would just drink. But you know what I'm saying? I never spoke on it until it just happened.
And in service, you see that all the time. Soldiers dealing with this. So, what is a way you can tell them how to deal with this since you already went through it?
The biggest thing is you have to recognize you need help, and then there are places there that will actually help you. And that was the best part about it is that the military did provide somewhere for me to go, and like I did, I actually went to a rehab facility. They took care of me and they took care of my PTSD, and that's when I started really getting better and able to handle it.
What is the most memorable line out of that song for you, and why?
Um, the most memorable line for me is, you ever had that friend you never needed, the one that always kept you never had no meaning. So I didn't know how much I needed the bottle,
Mm.
and that's why I named it my friend, because I got to a point in my career where I had just been so used to picking it up, seeing it everywhere, and just, you know what I'm saying, that was my way of coping throughout my whole career. I'm actually 19 years in the Army and I just
Damn.
stopped drinking.
Damn.
So that was like the friend that was always in my backpack everywhere I went. So,
You said lately I be treating all my issues. That's how you was treated.
yep,
Yeah, it's
yep,
not a good treat, but it happens.
yeah.
It's happened. That's big for you to say. I went through this, but I conquered it. How many years has it been since you hit the bottom?
I'm actually a year sober this month.
Yeah. Yeah. Give it up, give it up, give it up. That's big. That's big. Share it with the people. What's some things that you got coming up? Would you like them to stay tuned in with?
So actually, June 20th, I will be performing at Taste the Cove. I'm in the Wave to the Top competition. Then on Saturday, I'm actually going to be performing in Austin with Retro Friends 5. And hopefully, I might get invited to come talk on P.E.G's podcast one day. So I'm
Got
going
you,
to keep
got you.
that in the
Keep
in
going,
the in
keep
the
going.
air.
One more thing. Speaking of a person that's definitely been in service and a soldier themselves, it's not easy to come forward and say, I have a problem. Like you said, you didn't even know you had one until you had one.
Yeah.
What is a sign that you say that you should look out for if you have one? And then what is the next step?
If it's something that you feel like you just need all the time, um, I noticed I started making excuses to drink. So every time a sporting event was on, and it was like, I could be watching golf, I could be watching basketball. I was making up sports to watch just to drink, and that's when I started noticing. And if I started getting drunk during the week, I was like, wait a minute, something's wrong. So those are some cues for yourself if you do fall in that category. We like to say that we don't have an addiction, but you might want to, check into it just to
You
see.
like to share with everybody.
Um, I just want to say thank you to everyone. 444s. I want to thank Lord Jordan. I want to thank Silky Boy Beats. Of course, you know I gotta thank you and your significant other. Y'all are some of the greatest people I've met, and I just appreciate everybody for helping me on my journey.
Yeah, thank you for helping others who's hearing your story on their journey because it means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God. My heart.